Janet Yellen strongly supports the Inflation Reduction Act, but she doesn't support it as an effort to rein in high inflation, which is concerning because it was reported that U.S. inflation rose 8.3% in August. With inflation coming in higher than expected, what does Janet Yellen think the Inflation Reduction Act will do? She supports the act as a law designed to fight climate change. Secretary Yellen is now taking her message on the road. In a speech delivered at the Ford Rouge Electric Vehicle Center last week, Yellen emphasized the importance of the Inflation Reduction Act in fighting climate change. Given the existential threat posed by climate change, it is imperative that we address it. Our plan, powered by the Inflation Reduction Act, represents the largest investment in fighting climate change in our country's history. Yellen added that the initiative will put us well on our way toward a future where we depend on the wind, sun, and other clean sources for our energy. Let's set aside all the Americans who have not asked for a future where they depend on wind and sun for energy. And let's think about this question. Is Janet Yellen the Secretary of Treasury or the Secretary of Green Energy? It appears now that they are one and the same. Those who've been watching the Treasury Secretary know that she is an advocate for fighting climate change on the basis of the supposed threat to the financial system. In May, Yellen appeared before the Senate to discuss her support for the formation of a climate committee at the Treasury Department. Yellen referenced a report generated by her agency's Financial Stability Oversight Council that outlined how climate change can be a source of shocks to the financial system and increase risk to financial stability. Republican Senator Pat Toomey wasn't having it. At that hearing, he challenged Yellen by asking the $64,000 question. Can you name a single financial institution in America that has failed as a result of severe weather events in the last 50 years? It goes without saying that Secretary Yellen couldn't name one. No one likes to be a tattletale, but when it comes to Janet Yellen, I can tell you story after story. Let me just highlight one. Last year, she thought inflation would not be a problem, and we know how that turned out. Now she's telling us that our financial stability depends on climate control. Where's she going to go next? We know where Governor Newsom of California went. He outlawed gas cars as of 2035, and yet my daughter, who lives in Long Beach, California, got a message that all owners of electric cars could not charge them due to the heat wave. The grid can't handle it. What are they thinking? I'm telling you, you have to watch out for the messaging you're getting from this administration. Especially, I think, that the messaging coming from our economic leaders is off target. Until next time.
Hey guys, Joe Montana here with my man Devlin Steele. He and his team at Augusta Precious Metals are constantly putting out new information to keep you ahead of the game. Click subscribe now and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. You'll be glad you did.